Hi boys and girls, let's check our work for DLA, day 2, week 35. This was technically Tuesdays, but I'm having you do it on Thursdays, so let's see how you did. Number 1, does the following word have a prefix or a suffix? So we have the word ironing. So when I look at this word, I see that there is a base word that can stand all by itself, and it is iron. And at the end of the word, I see ing, which means that this word has a suffix because a suffix comes at the end of the word. And I'm just going to write ing because that's what the suffix is. If you got it right, give yourself a star. Number 2 and 3 say give a synonym for each word. Remember, a synonym means the same thing. So if you look at number 2, we have the word smaller. So if I take off the ER and I'm left with the word small, what word would mean the same as small? So when I think about that, I think of maybe the word tiny. Now I'm going to put the ER back on because this is comparing two things. So I already know a synonym for small would be tiny. So now I'm going to add an ER to tiny, and I'm going to have tinier. And this is one of those rules where you change the Y to an I, and then you add the suffix, tinier. All right, if you got that right, give yourself a star. Number 3, you're looking for another synonym for the word wrong. So when I think of something wrong, I think of the word incorrect. That means not correct. Not correct would be 2 words, but when you put a prefix at the beginning of correct, and this prefix in means not, this word means not correct, which is also mean wrong. So if you have something that means wrong, go ahead and give yourself a star. Okay, number 4, correct these sentences. He will have a meeting this Thursday at 3:45. So we're going to start with a capital he, and then a capital Thursday because it's the name of a week, a day of the week. We're going to insert a colon, which separates the hour from the minutes in the time. And then we're going to put a period at the end since it's just a statement. And this is what your sentence would look like. He will have a meeting this Thursday at 3:45. If you got that right, give yourself a star. Number 5, ouch, that really hurt, yelled Paul to his brother. So in this situation, we have something that somebody said. So we have a quotation. So I'm going to first start by putting quotation marks around what somebody said. Ouch, that really hurt are the words that actually came out of Paul's mouth. And he's yelling this to his brother. Now, let's fix the punctuation. So we need a capital O at the beginning of the sentence. And you can do 2 things. You can put an exclamation point after the word ouch, and then start your sentence, the next sentence with a capital T for that really hurt. Or you can insert a comma here as the beginning of that sentence. Ouch, that really hurt. And since we're yelling, we're going to put an exclamation point here before the quotation marks. Now, the next part is the dialogue tag. Yelled Paul to his brother. Yelled needs to stay lowercase because it's not the beginning of the sentence. But we are going to put a capital P for Paul because it's his name and a period at the end. So your sentence would look like this. Ouch, comma, that really hurt with an exclamation, yelled Paul to his brother, and a period at the end. Make sure you have your quotation marks around the words that Paul yelled. If you got that right, go ahead and give yourself a star. All right, boys and girls, so over here I want you to show me 2 things one thing that is smaller than another. So when I was explaining this to the boys and girls here at school, I said this apple is tinier than this apple. So let me see what is tinier than something else on your paper. All right, boys and girls, good job checking your work, and I'll see you next time.